Whether it's for better or for the worse, as long as we're together, we'll make it through this. I knew that it was true from the very first time I kissed your lips. I know every day is a new adventure, and sometimes you may feel like giving up, but you just gotta look back and remember what we're made of. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. I'll stay by your side. There's so much more to you than what meets the eye, a beauty that goes deeper than the surface. I've waited my whole life to find someone who gives love a purpose. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side. I won't let go, I won't let go. I won't let go, I won't let go. I hope you know, I hope you know that I won't let go, I won't let go. I'll stay by your side. I will hold you close tonight until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side.
Saturday, Friday they do sharing, someone is sharing the group, not the group. Säkert. Ja, så kan jag. Vad är det som är säkert?
And I feel hot. Just took shower and I'm kind of sweating. I'm afraid to move too much with the shirt. You can see might be spots going on already. The humidity is very big. So next time gotta get married with a swimsuit, I would say, or just elope maybe. So too much pressure, preparation, organizations, you know, setting up all the small details. Yeah, brush my hands when later on tonight, when I go to bed, there's so much to happen. We have the ceremony there, then we have the Chanel shooting, we have the dinner and all these speeches. You have to prepare a speech, memorize things, your vows. Oh, Grace is the most wonderful person I ever met. She can be a really generous person, and yeah, it's so much. I just can't describe it with one word or two words. She can be everything. You should know, if you know her, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I wanted to make her the very special person today. Yeah. The words cannot justify, and they don't just come on time. Oh, I love her, yeah. I love her with all my heart. Later on in the vow, you might see that it's not just promising, it is not a promise, it's a commitment. It's a lifetime commitment we decided to do to each other.
On my dress. Lovely.
Walkie.
Chili. Okay, chili. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Just a dream of you and I. Ooh.
I can't look at the same camera, you look crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, this one is not a free.
I close my eyes just to dream of you at night. Ooh, there's nothing as lovely as you in the morning light. Ooh, this sanctuary I will sacrifice. There's nothing as lovely as you in the morning
Then he counts his egg.
Not a soundtrack so lovely as birdsong and quiet sound. Oh, you color the days with your voice, it's my lullaby.
Well, looking at the preparations for the last 12 months, it's been more like a big project, so I'm glad to have it be happening now. And I'm now excited. Ivan and I met in the cruise ship. He was the casino dealer, I'm the cruise ship doctor, and I learned he teaches salsa, so I asked a friend to introduce me to him, and then he gave me one-on-one lesson, and this happened in the, deck 13. He gave me one-on-one, and the rest is history. Oh, Ivan is very loving, very thoughtful, and it's like I asked the universe for a man who would make me the center of his life, and he came and told me I'm his universe. How could that be? It's like whatever you put in your mind, you hold in your hand. And so he's the answer to my dream and my request from the universe. I cannot ask for more. We had a rehearsal yesterday, so I thought that was pretty intense. So I'm expecting the reality to set in when I walk down that aisle runner. Most today, I would like all my guests to enjoy the day as much as Ivan and I will and would have. And I want everybody to go home and remember that this is also their most memorable day, not just ours. It's not just about us, it's also about them, because it's very important to us that they came to our wedding. Don't make me cry now. Yeah, he's just the most loving, and I just can't believe he found me, I found him. So he always says he loves me more, so, and I say I love you too.
Through the narrows near Lake Elsevier, memories cover my eyes and adhere. Glimpses of you onto every passing mile.
Haji Bukata! Haji Bukata!
Coming for the bride!
Hey! 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 Hey!
For the bride! The bride! Grace!
Hey!
Hello!
Ah, subok na siya.
Show us your money.
They're counting. How much do you want? That's only 200. Give me 500. 500.
Okay.
Ciri lagi mas.
Tahu sekolah rumah.
Как братам?
They should this time you don't with glass. That's it. Now you just open it, get it clear.
What are your shoes?
Look for the other one.
Oh, she doesn't have a shoe.
Doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
Where's the outside?
Look for the other
We look for the other shoe. We'll go other one.
Huh? It's in purple!
Where is it?
I did it.
In the purple, and then the side of the chair.
More.
It doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Credit card. Let me see.
Everything.
Hey, let me see. Oh, it fits.
Now it's
Yay! Okay, let's go.
To you all, we are gathered here today to celebrate the joining of two special people in marriage, Ivan and Grace, who will make their pledge to each other to be true, faithful, loving and devoted to one another. These two people now wish to be united to share their life and to share their joy. On this day, who will step forward and give this woman to be married to this man standing before us?
Tay.
How would you two like to stand here? You can hold hands in front so everyone can see you. So you step forward there. You both look beautiful. It gives me great pleasure today to marry Ivan and Grace. In the short time of knowing them, it is obvious to me that they share such a strong and loving bond together. They are both always happy and smiling and very laid back. When I spoke to Ivan recently, he expressed his love for Grace. He said, "From the moment I met Grace, I had a feeling that there was something special about her. The way she sees the best in everyone and in every situation. Grace has definitely changed me for the better." Ivan believes marriage to be remembering all of the highs, to take what they can from the lows, because when they are together, it makes them stronger. To always be there for one another, because when they are together, nothing can defeat them. When I spoke to Grace recently, she expressed her love for Ivan. She said, "It took a long time for him to come into my life, but now he is here, he completes me. Ivan is my other half, everything I am not, and all that I need." Grace believes marriage to be a lifelong celebration of having found the one. It's not the person that you'll see yourself with, it's the person you can't see yourself living without. I, Natalie Alexander, a marriage celebrant, am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you two are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you both of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others and voluntarily entered into for life. Ivan, do you come here today to marry this woman who is your beloved, your friend, and to commit your lives together?
I do.
Grace, do you come here today to marry this man who is your beloved, to commit your lives together?
I do.
I call upon oath
Приказвам всички присъстващи
present to witness
да свидетелстват, че
that I, Ivan Tudorov Shandansky,
аз, Иван Тодоров Шандански,
do take Grace, Deogracias Grace Mejia Manu,
вземам теб, Грейс Теограсиас Мано,
to be my wedded wife,
за своя законна съпруга,
to have and to hold
от днес нататък.
from this day forward. He said it.
Yeah.
And this is where you do your own vows.
Oh, my own vow.
So I'll step away.
Okay.
You okay?
Yes.
Hold my hand.
Yes, Pep. When I first met you, you became my best friend, that I could share anything.
Когато те срещнах за първи път, ти стана моят най-добър приятел, с когото мога да споделя всичко.
When I started knowing you, you became my soulmate and part of me.
Когато започнах да те опознавам, ти се превърна в моя сродна душа и част от мен.
Being together and apart sometimes because of circumstances,
Бидейки заедно, а понякога и разделени поради различни обстоятелства,
I realize you mean more to me than anything else.
аз осъзнах, че ти означаваш за мен повече от всичко.
One day sitting out on our swing looking at the sun,
Един ден, стоейки на люлката на нашата тераса, съзерцавайки слънцето,
admiring how big, orange and beautiful the sunset is,
се възхищавах на големият оранжев залез
I thought of all biggest stars in the universe
и си мислех за най-големите звезди във Вселената,
to express my feeling when I look up into your eyes.
за да изразя чувствата си, когато погледна в очите ти,
But you know that wasn't enough.
но знаеш, това не беше достатъчно.
Then I started looking deep in your eyes, and then I realized
Тогава се загледах дълбоко в очите ти и осъзнах,
that you are the whole universe to me.
че ти си цялата ми Вселена.
What a great thing is
Какво велико нещо е,
when you can hear the universe calling you,
когато чуя Вселената да ме вика,
talking to me,
да разговаря с мен,
looking at me,
да ме поглежда,
with deep eyes filled up with expectations
с дълбоките си очи, изпълнени с очакване,
that something good is always going to happen and that I am part of it.
че нещо хубаво ще се случи и аз ще бъда част от него.
Dear Grace,
Скъпа Грейс,
I have my lifetime commitment to you,
заклех ти се
and today in front of all our parents, families, friends and guests as witness,
и днес пред нашите родители, роднини, приятели и гости, като наши свидетели,
I am making that commitment too,
аз отново давам тази клетва,
that I will respect you, stand by you and support you.
че винаги ще съм до теб, ще те уважавам и подкрепям.
I promise to love you and cherish you.
Остарявайки заедно, ти обещавам, че ще те обичам и ще се грижа за теб.
While growing old together forever.
Заедно и завинаги.
Will you love, honour, comfort and cherish her from this day forward, forsaking all others for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
I call upon all here present to witness that I, Grace Mano,
Приканвам всички присъстващи да свидетелстват, че аз, Грейс Мано,
do take Ivan Shandansky
вземам теб, Иван Шандански,
to be my lawful and wedded husband,
да бъдеш мой законен съпруг
to have and to hold from this day forward.
от днес нататък.
lovey-dove. Together for the last 5 years, we have passed the test of time.
Заедно през последните 5 години ние издържахме тестовете на времето.
We have passed the test of each other's Irish temper. Who would believe?
Издържахме тестовете на нашия френски темперамент.
But more importantly, during the last 5 years, I learned how it felt to be cared for abundantly and truly loved unconditionally.
Но по-важно е, че през последните 5 години аз научих как се чувстваш, когато някой се грижи безрезервно за теб.
Thank you for this love and patience.
Благодаря ти за тази любов и търпение.
I used to dread growing old alone.
Страхувах се, че мога да устарея сама.
But now I look forward to not just putting years into my life, but with you putting life into my years.
Но сега очаквам не просто да устарея, един вид да вдъхна живот в годините си напред.
In my meditation, I ask for a man who will make me the center of his life, and then you came.
В мечтите си аз желаях мъж, който може да ме накара да се чувствам като център на неговия живот, и тогава ти дойде.
Standing here and now, Ivan Shendansky, you are the manifestation of my dream.
Стоейки тук и сега, Иван Шендански, ти си превъплъщението на моята мечта.
Better late than never.
По-добре по-късно, отколкото никога.
You didn't promise me the universe, but you said, I am your universe.
Ти не ми обеща Вселената, но ти каза, че аз съм твоята Вселена.
I do love you too.
И аз те обичам.
Will you love, honour, comfort and cherish him from this day forward, forsaking all others for as long as you both shall live?
I'll try and I will.
May the ring bearer please come forward with the rings. Or should we say ring security?
Ring security. Who's first?
Take both in your hand.
Wow.
That ring box back, the nice little suitcase. Perfect. Help you with this one.
Good job, ring security.
Ivan and Grace gives these rings to each other today as a symbol of their love and commitment to each other. With this ring, I do it.
With this ring, I do it.
You are my life.
You're my life.
My love.
My love.
My best friend.
My best friend.
Put the ring on. I'll step out of the way for the photo.
With this ring, I thee wed.
You are my life.
You are my life,
My love.
my love,
My best friend.
my best friend.
You may now kiss your bride. I now pronounce Ivan and Grace as husband and wife. They will now begin their married life together with the support of family and friends and a long life with good health and everlasting love. Could everybody please re-show your appreciation? And then, thank you all very much for attending today and making this such a special time for Grace and Ivan. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Shendansky, and wish them every happiness for the future. Congratulations.
They'll probably be coming with this word more often, you know.
Holding on to something so sacred as you and I, protected by softness, the newness of morning light. I close my eyes just to dream of you at night. Ooh, there's nothing as lovely as you in the morning.
We'll be back in a sec.
Rising, your shadows fall behind. When all the weight you carry is weighing on your mind, I'll be there to show you all the things you're missing, and everything we go through. I'll be by your side. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Life is an adventure anywhere we are, and no season that we enter can ever be too hard. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. When the sun is fading and the years have all gone by, I will still be waiting to lead you through the night. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Let's run away to faraway places. We'll make a new life of our own. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home.
for that formal part of the evening. For some of the speakers, it may be the first and hopefully not the last speech. In any case, I'm sure you'll applaud their brave venture. The first toast tonight is bestowed upon the most glamorous person in the room because she happened to have the most years in her life. We would like to welcome Miloika, fondly called by Grace and Ivan as Babe, to give us her words of wisdom. Let's put our hands together for Mrs. Miloika Todorova with her translator, Theodora Shandansky.
Добър вечер, скъпи гости! Добре дошли на нашето сватбено тържество. Долу! Добре? Добре. Благодаря. Да сте живи и здрави. Много ви благодаря за това. Весело. Чакай, че се смути. Искам да... Да го кажа ли? Така. Добре дошли на нашето сватбено тържество, да сте живи и здрави. Много ви благодаря. А на младоженците пожелавам много здраве, щастие и радост. И тая година булка, до година люлка.
Sorry guys, translation will be a little bit delayed. This is, I think, Ivan's grandmother. So she just wished them this year wedding, and the next year it should be a baby, basically. So let's give it a for. Yeah, cheers guys. Let's raise our glasses for Baba Miloika. Cheers everyone.
Love at first sight is easy to understand. It's when two people have been looking at each other for a lifetime that becomes a miracle. Grace and Ivan, would you like to say some words? Ivan.
Thank you very much, Tres Marias. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming here. How do you feel? Don't ask me how do I feel. Pretty much nervous. Anyway, Grace and I, we are very much grateful to have bestowed with blessing and wishes on our big day here from all of you. So we thank you for taking the time and traveling all these great distances. I can imagine people traveling from the States, they're from Europe, they're from Philippines. Okay, thanks you for coming. Yep. Okay.
Извинявайте. Значи, ние много сме благодарни. Се чувстваме благословени с вашите пожелания на този голям ден за нас. Много ви благодарим, че успяхте да намерите време и успяхте да пропътувате толкова големи дистанции. Тук има хора от Европа, от Щатите и от Филипините, разбира се, да не забравяме.
Each of you truly made the day more special and memorable. And I can tell that from my own experience through the whole preparation for the wedding.
всеки един от вас прави този ден все по-специален и по-запомнящ се за нас. Докъде си стигна? Нали го казах?
So, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you all sincerely. We hope you are enjoying the day as much we are. Thank you for coming here.
От дъното на сърцата си ви благодарим искрено за това, че дойдохте и се наслаждавахте, надявам се да се наслаждавахте на този ден толкова колкото и ние. И да, благодарим ви, че сте тук с нас и споделяте този ден с нас.
Let's cheers for Ivan's first speech. Yeah! Поздраве! Okay, girls, you're doing a good job. You look pretty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Boots Lorenzo, the maid of honor.
И сега, дами и господа, всъщност втората реч за вечерта е от доктор Бутс Лоренцо, right? So, yeah, go on.
Good evening again. I am Boots. I met Grace in med school, so we were in the same class. I was even surprised when I saw her name. It's Deo Gracias. I thought it was a male.
Здравейте, аз съм Бутс. Запознах се с Грейс в медицинското, не съм сигурен, училище или университет, каза тя, мисля, че университет. И бях много изненадан, че нейната фамилия е Del Gracias.
Yeah, and from that time on, I've really known Grace. She was very hardworking, she was very persevering, and she was determined. All throughout med school, she worked through her scholarship. All right, and Grace, I will always remember your story of your sardine can. All right, and I'm pretty sure most of you know that story. All right, and look at how far you've come. All right, and I'm very proud of that. All right.
Sorry. Се правих по-голямата част, но те си имат някаква история, която повечето може би от тук знаят. Аз не зная за какво става въпрос, надявам се, че може би и хората на български не знаят за какво става въпрос, но взимат си някаква история и Булт нали, много се радва за един вид това как се е развил живота и как Грейс се е развила като личност и като професионалист, нали, от тогава до сега.
To most of us here, we would know we who have known by now that Grace is very outspoken. All right, she's not afraid to speak her mind out. Agree?
Както повечето от нас знаем, Грейс не се страхува да си каже точно какво има на ум и да използва точните думи, за да го направи.
But despite that, Grace is also a good listener.
Но въпреки това тя е много добър слушател.
I also know Grace to be the Energizer bunny. Can you remember that commercial? The bunny with the symbol that keeps going and going and going and going and going.
The battery is... Okay. Бултс направи... Тя казва, че Грейс е също така и много енергична и казва, че тя точно прилича на зайчето от рекламата на Duracell, което може би всички сме виждали. Или с зайчето, което не спира и постоянно се движи насам и там.
And you'll be wondering where she gets all her energy from.
И сигурно се чуете откъде взима всичката тази енергия. Yeah, go. I'll just go beyond.
All right. One day you'd hear she left to Africa for a volunteer work. She has organized a fundraiser for a medical mission. And most recently, Grace and Ivan have volunteered at the Rural Fire Service in the recent bushfires.
I lost the beginning. Бултс говореше за това, че те всъщност са доброволци в много благотворителни каузи. Едно от последното, при което може би сте чули за пожарите, които бяха в Австралия. Доста така, квадратни метри изгоряха тук. Може би Иван може да ви покаже снимки от тогава. Наистина беше страшно и евола.
And most importantly, Grace sacrificed her bridal shower. We didn't have a bridal shower, and she just opted for us to donate to the Rural Fire Services and the Bushfire Appeal. And let's give a round of applause for Grace for that.
Нямате представа за какво ръкопляскат хората, сега ще ви кажа. Става въпрос за това, че Грейс се отказа от моминското си парти и вместо това реши да дари парите в помощ на семействата, които са участвали в погасяването на пожарите и са били доброволци по време на цялата кампания.
All these things only show how generous and how selfless Grace is. All right, I know for a fact that she has been very generous to her family and to all her friends.
Да, това просто показва, нали, колко щедър и колко един вид готин човек е Грейс и, нали, как тя помага на всеки с каквото може.
And I'm a witness of that generosity when she invited me in July 2015 to be her guest at the Royal Caribbean Alaska tour, and that's when I met Ivan.
И аз съм пряк свидетел на тази щедрост, която строи от нея. Когато август 2015 година те ме поканиха, it was them, right? Те ме поканиха на борда на Royal Caribbean.
So that's 2015. And last night I was looking at all those photos, and I looked at 3 photos that really struck me. One is, Ivan, if you can remember, there was one time that you were playing a song using your guitar inside Grace's room. Yes, and I can see all the love that you have in your eyes for Grace for that day.
I may have to translate now. You have to go one sentence at a time. Okay, go.
There was also a photo, if you remember, that we went to a glacier river cruise at the Ketchikan River, and we were in the raft, and you had your arms all tightly wrapped around Grace. It's as if you were saying, "Yeah, I've got you. You are safe with me."
Значи тя в момента говори за няколко снимки, които снощи е видяла, които така са запечатали в съзнанието й. Една от снимките е била на борда на Royal Caribbean, на която Иван е свирил с китара пред Грейс. Втората е била... Забравих къде. Но на втората се е виждало просто усещането, нали, отношението, което Иван има към Грейс, и просто се е виждало, че имите ме предназначено са заедно.
But the last photo that was very memorable to me was when we flew by a helicopter and went to Mendenhall Glacier. Can you remember that? And that was when we did a dog sledding, and after that, Ivan went down on his knees and proposed to Grace. That was the first proposal. That was where he gave the promise ring to Grace.
Ставаше въпрос за снимката, която беше преди тази, на която те са се возили на хеликоптер, след което е имало шейна с кучешки впряг, който ги е дърпал. Sorry. So she accepted that. И точно тогава всъщност Иван ѝ е предложил да станат двойка, нали, с кучешки впряг и всичко.
Ivan, I found you very fun-loving. You're very childlike, but in the same way, you are very mature and you're quite strong. And you have been you have a calming presence to Grace. And I really thank you for that.
Иван, аз те намирам, нали, че понякога се държи детински, но всъщност може да се държиш и като наистина зрял човек. И виждам как влияеш на Грейс по начин, който, нали, успокоява и кара да се чувства добре.
And since they've been together, I was surprised. Grace has been cooking. She's been trying new recipes. Ivan and Grace have been doing gardening together. And they have also have an aquarium at home. Is the fish still alive? Yes? Very good. Alright.
Те също така се грижат за градината си. Грейс е започнала да готви. И също така имат и аквариум и тя попита Иван дали рибката е жива. Явно рибката все още е жива.
And fast forward to the present, Grace is still hardworking, is still very determined, she's still very outspoken. Ivan is still fun-loving, he is still very childlike. But I wish you, please, keep all those endearing characters that we have known and we have loved you. And please grow together as a couple and complement each other.
Да, тя изброи всъщност качествата, които спомена преди това и каза, че много се надява и Иван и Грейс да си останат такива, каквито са и както ги познаваме и така да се грижат за себе си, както до сега са го правили.
I would like to end with a quote from Plato, which says, "Every heart sings a song incomplete until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song."
Това ще ми е малко сложно да го преведа. Това е цитат от Платон. Sorry. Thanks. Ще се опитам да го преведа. Не съм сигурен дали е правилен превода, но означава следното. Всяко сърце пее с определена песен, недовършена песен. Докато в един момент друго сърце започне един вид да прошепва по начин, по който първото го разбира и... Sorry. What's this? This one. You didn't read it. The last line. Those who? What was that? Yeah? Изпуснахме един ред, но не мога да ми кажете какво значи. Да, на здраве. Cheers, guys!
Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. I now have the honor to introduce the best man of the wedding. He is cousin to the groom, but they didn't know each other until they were in their teenage years. So, he's a software engineer in Bulgaria and have traveled half the world all the way to Australia with his girlfriend and salsa dance partner Marina, and to the land of the bushfires, kangaroos and the koalas, to deliver this message to the groom. Let's all hear from the best man, Nikki Petkansky.
Thank you, guys. I'll just start by translating what she just said to the Bulgarian group because they have no idea. Значи, тя тук що ме представи, казва, че сме пропътували половината свят, както всъщност и вие, всички вие, които говорите български тук, освен Иван. Представи земята тук като земята на големите пожари и на наводненията и на всички катастрофи, които напоследък слушаме по новините, че се случват в Австралия. А и кенгурото, да, което може да ви причини много лоши неща. Аз бях се подготвил, но речта ми ще е основно импровизация. Марина ще превежда от английски, тъй като опитвам се да достигна повече хора с английски език. Okay, let's begin. So Marina will translate to Bulgarian. I'll try to keep it maybe short, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so guys, as I've already been introduced, I'm Nikki and I'm a software engineer. I've already met some of you I haven't still.
Приятели, както вече бях представен, съм софтуерен инженер и повечето от вас вече ви видях. Вече се запознахме с повечето от вас.
So I was wondering on how to actually do this speech because this is my first speech ever that I'm going to do. You know, if we let aside all the translations that I've been doing ad hoc.
Това е всъщност първата ми реч, която ще казвам, нали, като наброим преводите, които току-що направих на другите речи.
Yeah. So I will just improvise, right? And I wanna tell a story about Ivan, and you know some of the things that you may or may not know about him, and we'll see if he blushes at all.
Всъщност искам да разкажа някои неща за Иван, някои неща, които може би вие не знаете за него или може би знаете.
Да, ще е малко импровизация. Okay, so what can you tell about Ivan? So you know that he has been working on a ship and he has visited most of the world, I guess, by now.
Както знаете, той е работил на кораб и е посетил много страни по света.
Yeah, and you probably also know that he has been working in a casino, right? And even on a ship, like it's not a stationary casino, it's one on a wobbly ship in the sea.
Може би знаете, че е работил в казино, не просто в казино, а на кораб.
На клатещ се кораб, където чиповете, които залагате, всъщност се местят насам на там, или картите, които хората залагат и не трябва да се справя с ситуации, които в нормалния живот никой не би си помислил, че трябва да се справя с тях. Okay, so some of the things that you may not know about him. Did you know that he is actually a karate Dadao martial artist? Does anyone know about that? Raise your hands.
Нещо, което може би не знаете за него, е това, че владее бойни изкуства, карате Дадао.
И ако някой знае за това да дигне ръце, но мисля, че Теди... Vicky, do you know? Okay. Okay, next thing. You know, he's actually, used to take part in tournaments in Karate Dadao. I've actually witnessed one of them, and he's really good. So I wouldn't mess with him at all.
Всъщност той дори посещавал състезание по Карате Дадао. И аз знам за едно от тях.
Да, всъщност аз бях на едно от тях. Мисля, че и Теди беше там в зала Строител в Пловдив. Така че не бих се закачал с него. Okay, so I told you just a little bit about him. So I always felt that he's missing something or someone. So, he just kept on trying.
Винаги съм усещал, че на него му липсва нещо или някой, така че той постоянно е продължавал да търси.
Да търси нещо. Нещо, което търси. So he started salsa dancing at some point in his life. I guess I was the main force behind that because I was hooked before that. So kind of, it's like a disease. So once you get it on, it's like the coronavirus.
Така че той беше започнал да танцува салса. Аз бях един от тези, които беше започнал преди него. И той все едно е подхванал тази вълна, нещо като вирус, който е прихванал.
Като коронавируса, да. И все още няма ваксина срещу него. I also hope that he can actually get to show us some of his moves tonight, but let's see if that's going to happen.
Може би днес ще видим някои стъпки, които той знае.
He's also teaching salsa classes, so if you guys come to visit to Tari, make sure to call him. He may give you a private lesson or something.
Също така, той е учител по салса, така че ако имате път към Тари, може би ще може да ви преподаде някои от стъпките, които той знае.
I've met Grace just a few times so far, and I already felt the hospitality and the friendliness that, not much of people are capable of.
Когато се запознах с Грейс,
срещал съм само няколко пъти.
Срещал съм Грейс само няколко пъти и веднага се усещаше, че е гостоприемна.
Повече колкото някои хора са способни.
Повече отколкото някои хора са способни на това.
Повечето хора, да кажем. I think Boots already mentioned it, but they've also been, they've been participating as volunteers in fighting the fire crisis
Буц вече спомена, че Грейс и Иван участват в благотворителни кампании. Всъщност не.
За пожарите, да.
За пожарите, да.
And Grace, can I have your attention for a second? So I need you to promise me that you're gonna take care after my mate. Otherwise, I'm just taking it back in Bulgaria. Okay. And they live happily ever after, right?
Грейс, обеща ми, че ще грижиш за братовчеда ми, иначе ще го взема обратно в България.
И Грейс каза, че не трябва да вярвам на обещания. Okay, guys, let me tell you something about one of the most important things about weddings in Bulgaria. It's the gorchivo phrase. It means bitter. This is the literal translation of it. Мисля, че няма нужда да го превеждаме, само ще им обясня какво е горчиво на български, за да го разбират за след това. So, in weddings, we usually have wine, right? Like a high quality wine. And we have a saying that one can distinguish a real from a fake one just by grabbing a sip of it. So if it's bitter, that's a real wine, right? I mean, real wine is not sweet in any way. So by nature, people try to counteract the bitter taste with something sweet. And that's, what's the sweetest than the love, attention, and a kiss from a loved one, right? So what's expected from the bridal couple in Bulgaria is to seek for the sweetness within the lips of their soulmate. So I don't have a glass here, but join me, guys, just by raising your glasses. Нека да дигнем тост за Иван и Грейс. And please, guys, join me by chanting, and let's see if it's gonna work for this lovely couple. So let's try it. It's called Gorchivo, right? So Gorchivo, 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 Gorchivo. Go, guys! Cheers! Gorchivo! Yay! Thank you, guys. That was my first speech, really. I hope it wasn't too boring. Cheers. Have a good night.
I'd like to call on Tatay Danny Maano, Grace's father from the Philippines.
Good evening to each and every one of you. I am the father of Dr. Grace Anyo. I came from the Philippines. Dr. Grace was studied her elementary, kindergarten up to high school from exclusive Catholic school, Sacred Heart College of Lucena City, Philippines. She studied also in University of the Philippines with psychology. He studied also in University of Manila for her medicine. Dr. Grace is second children of my 12 children. She is a bright, she is a beautiful, she is honest, and she has a strong woman. His mother was, they died late October 10, 1981. I have nothing to say except that I give some reminder, even though he has old enough to manage their life. Number one, like a patient, dapat maging mapagpasensya ang bawat isa para humaba ang inyong pagsasama. Humility, dapat kayo ay magpakumbaba sa bawat isa. Huwag kayong mag-aaway. Ikatlo, honesty. Honesty is the best policy. Alam naman niyo yan. And the last of all, faith in God. Have a faith in God. I thank you all and good evening. Mabuhay ang bagong kasal. Let's toast.
Thank you, Tatay. Ang galing naman ni Tatay. Now, may we call on Ivan's father, Tate Todor Shendansky, all the way from Bulgaria.
Скъпи младоженци, драги гости, от името на нашето семейство ви поздравявам с добре дошли на това мило сватбено събитие.
Dear bridal couple, dear guests, on behalf of our family, I want to welcome you to this sweet event.
Сватбата е един от най-специалните празници за младоженците, която обаче отнема много време и грижи.
The wedding is an event that takes a lot of time to organize, a lot of sleepless nights, you know, and sorry. Yeah, sorry. So a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of care to get organized properly.
Кой от нас не е бил в ситуация, в която да е поканен на сватбено тържество и да не е затруднен при измисленето на пожелание, така че да изрази чувствата си по искрен и оригинален начин.
Is there some of us who hasn't been in a situation where he has been invited to a wedding event and didn't had any difficulties just thinking about, you know, what the most what the nicest wish could be, you know, just to be said, and how can, you know, emotionally you can convey that message towards the wedded couple and all the guests.
Нашите най-добри пожелания за живот изпълнен с щастие и любов. Вие сте прекрасна двойка.
Please accept our sincerest congratulations for having a life full of happiness, joy and love, and we want to tell you that you're a wonderful couple.
Нека любовта и щастието направят пътя ви ясен.
May the love and happiness shine your path in front. Forward.
Нека радостта от днешния ден ви свържи един за друг за цял живот.
May today's happiness, you know, the one that you feel in the heart, sorry. May the joy that you feel today bind you one to another for the rest of your life.
Нека вашето бъдеще бъде светло като днешния ден. Поздрави! Днес повече от всяко искам да ви поднеса най-искрените си пожелания.
May your future be bright, as was bright as today's date was bright. We want to congratulate you, and today more than ever, I want to give you my sincerest best wishes.
Днес повече от всякога искам да ви поднеса най-искрените си пожелания. Нека щастието ви е верен спътник, честит брак. Пожелавам ви от сърце любовта да ви води по вашия път.
May happiness stay with you to the rest of your life, and of course the marriage. From the bottom of our hearts, we want to wish you for the love to guide you every single day on your way forward.
Пожелавам и ви този специален ден да бъде началото на най-доброто време в живота ви.
We wish you that this day is just the beginning of the best time of your life.
Най-искрени пожелания за булката и младоженица. Поздравление за сватбата. Честито. И нека вашият празник да няма край.
Please accept my sincerest and best wishes for the bride and for the groom. Congratulations for the weddings, and may your celebration never has an end, like doesn't end at all.
Благодарим ви от сърце. На здрави. Горчиво.
Guys, you know the routine. Let's chant it. Gorchivo. Raise our glasses, guys. Gorchivo. Gorchivo. Woo!
I will write the story inside my head. You could be my body, I would be the head. Do you wanna tell me what this is between you and me? Oh, I never knew it. How could you have loved? For all I am was broken, a picture perfect make-believe. Don't feel like being lonely, 'cause all I have is haunting me. You're on the right side, pulling me in like there's no place left for me to hide. Don't feel like being lonely, so lean in and take over me. I will whisper to you, I'll say your name, show you all I'm made of. Can you do the same? Do you wanna tell me what this is between you and me? Oh, I never knew it. How could you have loved me? For all I am was broken, a picture perfect